What's up, everybody? I hope you guys are excited for the 8th episode of the Gaming Den, where we talk everything games. Sadly, I am sorry we weren't here last week, guys, so there was no episode last week. But that's because, had to take my son to doctors. He had an ear infection. Not fun. Not fun having a 7-year-old with an ear infection. He gets really mad.
How's he doing now?
He's doing better, but it's getting him to take his medicine all the time is the annoying part of it. So, but yeah, overall, anyways, I hope you guys are excited because we got some pretty good topics. And the fun thing about this is it's actually a lot more of talking about just gaming than it is any drama that is in social media. So I hope you guys are excited as much as we are. And of course, I am Shewulf, your co-host, joined by my other co-host.
Hi, I'm Fox. What's up, everybody? In the chat? Oh, I see some emotes. I was thinking about your emotes yesterday, and I was like, Shewulf, you need more emotes. You need more subs.
Yeah, well, I have to get subs to get emotes. Apparently. Yeah. So, okay, so even though I've had, it's so weird. I've had new subs, but apparently you have to keep over so many subs. Like, I have to keep over 30 subs just to be able to get a new emote, because I'm sitting at the highest so far is 29.
Oh, okay. You're right
and
there.
You have to have more. But the funny part is, so right now I've had people obviously unsubscribe to the channel because not everybody's gonna sit there and pay all the time and all that kind of stuff. I'm sitting at 19 subscribers. And it's wait a minute, how does that even work? Because I have to hit up to 30 again to get one more emote.
Oh no, that is kind of weird.
Yeah, it's if I get new subs, that should register that I have had. But anyways, you guys don't want to hear about all that stupidity of being.
Yeah, just Mixer talk. It's fine.
Joys. Either way, I have to hit 30 before I can have another emote. But I do have cool emotes when I can. I might have to just start switching them out, and then.
I mean, you've done that before too, so yeah.
Well, yeah, it's the only way I can keep using cool ones is I have to switch them out because for some reason I just can't get subscribers. I don't know why, but it's whatever. Either way.
They come and they go.
Yeah, we do have, but for anyone who does sub though, just so people know, we have a giveaway coming up. I believe it's going to be this weekend. It'll be this weekend or Monday. We're going to do a Funko Pop giveaway like I did last month for the Pickle Rick. I gotta look to see what the new Funko Pops are out for this month though, and then we'll go from there. But either way.
Captain America. Do it.
Captain America? You want Captain America? They got his scruffy look.
Yeah. Yeah. He has the beard. Can you just give me that one and then say I won?
That'd be cool. That's what you want? That's what you want?
Yeah,
that
it's
works.
Just that easy. No, I'm a sub. It's fine. But yeah. Either way, Mixer is an interesting place. But hopefully you guys in the chat are enjoying the show so far and looking forward to talking about these topics. Can't wait.
For sure. But anyways, huge shout out to everybody that is watching live on Mixer right now or who is watching on YouTube on the recap after. Huge shout out to you guys. Big shout out. So let's jump right into our first topic of today, which is, of course, Sea of Thieves Impressions. Yes, guys, it has released on March 20th. You can get it in Game Pass if you pay $9.99 a month, and you can play it for technically free, because technically you're still paying $9.99 a month, but you're not paying $60, so there is that benefit to it.
You can get to play at a cheaper price.
Or you can win it, yes. There's a lot of giveaways that are going around as well, so a lot of giveaways. But either way, so I have played this like crazy. I did a really cool siren makeup for it on launch day, which was pretty awesome. I did 2 different ones, actually, because I streamed twice that for that day. I did it in the morning.
Oh, yeah, you did it at night.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, that's true.
Once in the morning and then once at night, so. But yeah, I've streamed it quite a bit, enjoyed it quite a bit, but also have some negativities about it. So let's get your opinion first, Fox. Have you played it?
Yeah, a little bit. I feel like you have way more experience with the game since you went through the alpha and the betas and whatnot. I don't know. I feel like the game is fun. But the first thing I noticed, I mean, besides the server issues, because, well, let's just acknowledge that that happened, but not dwell on it, because, well, it's everybody was trying to get on at the same time, so whatever. So yeah, that sucked for everybody. But when I did get in, the first thing that bothered me, but at the same time was really, I guess, interesting. Okay, so the world was interesting, seeing the game and playing the game for the first time because I was never involved in the beta. I thought it was interesting. So right off the bat, I thought it was cute. But then when I went to like make my character, I was like, it's so limited. So I was very disappointed with that. And I remember that we talked about it on here, how it was like, no, you can't customize. You gotta pick from randomized characters.
Yeah.
And there's 8 of them or whatever, and then you rotate them or you. Yeah, I'm not happy about that. It took me a while, but then since you're there refreshing for so long, you kind of give up and you're like, well, I guess I'll settle with this character. And I feel like a lot of people have done that just because you want to play and you have no patience. And it's different because I noticed that when people create their character, they could be there for hours because that's who they want to make. But when I'm refreshing for a long time, I'm not happy about that.
And you start to see the same ones.
True.
I swear, I saw. Well, yeah, everything just kind of looks similar. And you know, okay, so just touching a little bit on the like, we'll kind of pick it apart here. First, we'll talk about the character creation. So the whole idea of the character creation is you start off the screen and you get to like Fox was saying, you get, I think it's like a total of 6 players that are around this pole, and
I thought it was 8, but yeah, either way, you get a handful.
Is it 8? Okay, yeah, so you get a handful, 6 to 8, whichever. Chances are it's probably 8 because Fox is probably right. But so you keep clicking the button until you find the one you want. Now they do have the option, if you find one that you think you like, you can save it there, and then keep checking. So that way you know if there was one. But again, like you said, you know, I sat there for almost 3 hours.
Whoa.
I did.
That's way more than
I could not find. So, okay, I had this really, during the beta, when they first brought it, I found one that I absolutely loved. She was awesome the way she looked. She had the perfect hairstyle.
Oh, no, she said was. R.I.P. Where is she?
Because I couldn't find it again. She had like one white eye, so she had like her eye was like pretty much gone, and then she had like whenever I make characters, I always like to have one eye different than the other. It's the one thing I always do in MMO games if I can do it. Yeah. Always, and you know, she had tattoos. She looked freaking awesome, and I couldn't find her again. Like, I got her in the freaking beta, and then I sat there for 3 hours trying to find something even similar. Because I know you can change hairstyles and stuff like that, so I was okay if it didn't have the same hair or whatever. But I couldn't. And I don't like the fact that you can't change your hair color. So whichever character you pick, that's the hair color you're stuck with.
Uh-oh, I'm refreshing my character as we speak. No, I'm kidding.
Because, like, you can change your hairstyle, but you can't change your hair color. And again, I think that's stupid because if I'm a brunette, but I found a character that I liked, but she just has to be blonde, I want to have, like, regardless when you play games like this, most people like to have something of themselves in their characters. Yeah. Even if a guy's people making, well, yeah, most. Some just don't care, but most people tend to like to have something, even if it's a guy playing a female character. There's still something about the character is why they make it that way. Mm-hmm. And what aggravated me was the fact that, again, and of course you can't just, so say I'm a female going in, and I only want to see the female characters, I can't do that. I was constantly getting.
True. There's dudes. Yeah.
I was constantly getting more guy characters than female characters when I was going through. I was like, seriously, right now, like.
Yeah. So I was scrolling through a while. I saved. I think it was 2 of them, but I kept refreshing anyway, and I settled for one of those 2. It's not like they were like, oh my gosh, she looks really cool. I can't wait to play as this character. No, it was kind of like, well, I guess I'll pick this one because she's the first one I picked out of the 2 that I had saved. So I went with that. Come to find out, Tim's character kind of looks similar to my character.
Oh, that's funny.
So I'm like, oh man. I mean, not in a bad way. It's just kind of like, I wish there's more, you know.
Well, yeah, you
customizing
can't be
going on.
You can't really be different. Chances are you're going like you'd have to like buy stuff to be. But we'll get into the buying stuff because I have issues with that too. But so it's just when it comes to the character creation, I think there was things that like I get the idea of what they were trying to do, but they should still have other options like changing hairstyles, looking just through female characters instead of like the only reason I settled on my character was because GKB and Brutal were like, yeah, we want to play now.
Dang. Yeah, that's another thing. So you got friends waiting for you as well. Well, obviously that didn't happen with me because the servers were down anyway. But like other people, let's just say somebody starts the game today and they're playing with friends for I don't know, for their friends to wait for them, they have to have a lot of patience. And then you're just there randomizing instead of actually going in and you're like, yeah, I want this, and being more selective. So yeah, that's a very disappointing aspect of it. But I have nothing wrong with the characters, like the models. I know some people don't like it because they look goofy and cartoony or whatever.
Yeah, they're supposed
maybe
to,
they don't
though.
like. Yeah, and that's the thing. I don't mind that. That doesn't bother me at all. Just the fact that I couldn't customize it, that's what bothers me. But I have no problem with the character models. Or cause for me, it's just part of the game. It's part of the fun look of it, the art style of it. So I do like that aspect that it's supposed to be like a fun, goofy looking game anyway.
Yeah, it's just like I said though. Like I was streaming with Roby and Excelliant and Jez on launch day, and I started up the game and I'm going through, and they were like, oh, just. I'm like, oh my god, I can't find a character that I like. And they're like, oh, well, just pick one you're going to be you have to pick one you're going to be happy with, because guess what? If you eventually decide that you're not happy with that character, when you delete that character, all of your progress is deleted with them. You cannot make another character without deleting all of your progress, which I actually confirmed because I was like, I really don't like the character I picked the first time because I literally just settled so that we could start the game because it was taking too damn long. And then, so I deleted everything that I spent that whole 6 hours doing with them. I deleted all of it. And I was like, wow. Are you I had close to like $14,000 and everything. Like, I was like, are you kidding me right now? I was so aggravated. But, so I started a new one. But I started looking through the characters at I think it was like 3 o'clock. And I was like, okay, I should be able to find a character I like before GKB gets home.
Wow.
I didn't find one. I still kept looking. I still kept looking all the way up until 8 o'clock.
I can't believe this.
When we started to stream, because I could not,
wow.
All I kept getting was, old-looking characters that had, I don't know why they are obsessed with, the female characters having, old, scrunched-up faces. I don't the guys. There was a lot of really cool looking guy characters. I was almost to the point where I was going to settle on a guy character because they actually had some pretty cool looking guy characters. And I came across this one. He looked really badass. He had all these tattoos and he had this I don't know. He looked really cool. And I was like, I'm almost to the point of just settling on him because all the female characters are old scrunchy faces, and I was like.
That's funny.
I was aggravated. But I finally found one. She looks pretty decent. She doesn't have the other, the opposite eye thing like I wanted. But she, she at least looks human basically. To a point. Yeah. I wasn't happy, but I'm not going to delete it because now I have $60,000 sitting in my bank. And yeah, so I wasn't going to delete this character again. I was tempted to. I was going to after I was done with GKB. But me and GKB, we ended up doing 3 skeleton raids and everything, and yeah, we got a whole bunch. So I'm like, yeah, I'm not going to delete my character now because that would just be way too much progress deleted. So yeah,
it is.
I am worse. I am the worst when it comes to character creation screens because I love to have my characters look a particular way. If I'm it just drove me crazy. But so seems I could probably rant just about that through the whole entire game.
Truth.
Moving on to the buying stuff. Okay, first off, so we all know that there's a patch coming that is going to have a death penalty. Well, I can officially say that I am no longer Probably playing Sea of Thieves because I die so much I will probably be broke by the time I'm done playing.
Wait, didn't they update that article?
I believe they updated it to the point where it's just not for PvP.
Oh.
But
okay.
PvE, when you're still fighting like the captains and all that kind of stuff and get eaten by sharks and
yeah.
I still die quite a bit.
Oh,
So
okay. Yeah, I heard about that. And I thought they updated it, but yeah, you're right. I did see something about PvE.
yeah, I'm pretty sure
it's PvP or something like that. And we're like, no, we're not gonna do that for PvP.
Yeah, as far as I know, it's not going to be for character death. So, if or player death, sorry. So, if you're against a player, like another player, I believe, they will, they're not going to, it won't penalize you. But, I'm pretty sure if it's in, PvE, you're screwed. So, I don't know how much I think that is the dumbest thing ever because, this is where the buying stuff comes into play. Now, if they add a penalty to the fact of actually, when you die, you lose money. If they do this, it's going to be horrible because buying things is already really, really expensive. Just to make your ship look cool, it's 70,000 gold.
Oh, wow, you remember that? I forget all the things.
No, I looked at everything, because there were some really cool ones there, and I was like, oh, I can make my ship look awesome, and then I saw the price, and I'm like, yeah, that ain't gonna happen. You can buy, paint for your ship, you can buy sails for your ship, and you can buy those cool, figure things that go at the front of your ship, but they each cost $70,000 on their own, and I literally played for 3 days, probably, let's see, can I actually pull up my progress on how long I've played this game? Oh, that wasn't what I was supposed to do. Sorry, guys, everything went green.
Uh-oh, you blinded them.
I did. I probably blinded them. It's okay. I didn't think I was going to do that. So, let's see, can I see how long I've been playing this game for? I played this game for...
What are you talking about? The Sea of Thieves? Not, obviously not the beta or anything like that.
Yeah, no, I'm seeing if they tell me how long I've played the actual game for.
I'm trying to look up how much they're going to charge you for dying.
I'm curious about that, too. So,
Yeah,
Order of the Skulls, I've handed in 24. Voyages, I've completed 32. Distance sailed, I have 206,000.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's pretty far. But it doesn't tell me how long I've been playing for, though. I really thought it would tell me how long I've played for. I like when they tell you that stuff, but apparently they don't. Either way, I have literally told you, I have played for a really long time. One, I never saw the Kraken, which was a very, very disappointing thing for me. I know everyone said, no, you don't want to see it because then, you get destroyed. I don't care if I get destroyed. I just wanted to see it, and I never did.
Yeah. It's so random, though.
For
it's
4 days.
You go to a certain location.
But the thing is, it was 4 days of at least 5 hours per session not seeing the Kraken once.
Not even from a distance. Attacking another ship.
No, not even. I would have went right into it. Wait,
what? She's like, yes, take me.
I would have. I wouldn't have told it take me. I would have at least attempted to attack it. But yeah, there was it was, I don't know. But again, it's just so the gold stuff is a little ridiculous if they're going to start taking money away when you die from PvE. And then there's so much but okay, overall, let's try to get to some positive because I actually have an impressions video coming tonight with GKB. So if you want to hear all my rants about Sea of Thieves, feel free to go watch that on the YouTube channel later. Yeah, I got a lot to say, but overall, the positivity of it, I have to say the game looks good.
The co-op aspect. What about that? Working with your friends, your teammates, right, to get to each location. The fact that you guys have to work together in the ship, right, or in Yeah, in the ship. Because some people say boat, some people say ship, whatever.
Yeah.
But the fact that you guys gotta work together because one person's driving and then they can't see, right? So you have to communicate with the map, which is downstairs. I really like that stuff. Like at first I didn't think I was gonna like that, but I really digged it when I was on the ship with them and we were like lowering the sails and stuff, which I got crap on.
I
I
liked
got like shit on regardless
I
because of
liked
because of
having
Twitter.
I liked having like when it was 2 people over 4 people.
Oh, okay.
Because like when you have like 4 people, if like everybody has to be like doing their jobs. If everybody's not doing their jobs, you tend like you don't really get much done. And it's such a big ship to like move her around and stuff. I do wish they would have had 3-man crews though. Like the small ship could like the small one that you have 2 people on, it could have actually been a good one for 3 people as well instead of having to have 4, but
Yeah, well, we played three, and I thought it was fine, and we had a big ship, so it went decently.
yeah, but the small
We,
ships they move so much faster.
well, yeah,
They're like super fast. I like the small man ships.
but I like the teamwork aspect of it and communicating and all that stuff. I think it's really cool.
Yeah, as long as you have good people to do it with.
Exactly. It depends on your friends and your teammates. If you
Exactly.
have people that are slacking off or that like are not paying attention or so yeah, that doesn't work out.
Yeah. And there's a lot of cool things that, come with this game. The idea of just, going through the sea and stuff like that. The water is really gorgeous. Everybody knows that. Everybody has commented on that. The storms are really cool. I love the storms. I actually took a screenshot of GKB getting hit by lightning, which was funny.
I got hit by lightning too.
Did you?
Yep,
If you look on Twitter, I actually posted a picture. The lightning's like right behind him.
I posted a video, and
Did
the
you?
lightning hits me when I'm driving. I was driving. Well, I got another thing that I got called out for. I can't say I'm driving a boat apparently,
Mhm.
and also I didn't have the sails down, and I got yelled at about that. But that was just my first time getting on the boat by myself. I was on the baby boat, right?
You were on
So
the baby boat?
yeah, I was on the baby boat because the servers were having issues.
Mhm.
So, like, we couldn't team up together. So I was like, you know what? Before I go to bed, I want to at least see the game. So when I did get in, like hours later, I walked around and I was like, let me see what the controls do. Let me look around. But I
Yeah.
wasn't planning on playing. And then when I got on the boat, I was just like messing with the steering wheel and the ropes and stuff. And I was like, cool, what does this do? What does that do? So when I got the anchor when I pulled it up, my ship just started moving by itself. So I immediately went to the steering wheel, and I was just started driving,
Mhm.
but I didn't have the sails down or anything like that. So it was just me like, oh wow, look, the game looks cute. But yet me posting a video of me getting hit by lightning, people are like, oh, you have to bring the sails down, Fox. And I'm like, really? I was just testing the game out. Like, come on, guys.
Wow.
So many people tweeted at me. I was like, I'm about
That's
to mute
funny.
this tweet.
I do like the
I
fact
was,
that you can get hit by lightning.
I mean, I guess I got hurt. So you do get hurt from that. It's not like you could just be like, oh, I'm good. So I ate a banana, and which is the only achievement I have. I ate a banana because all the achievements don't work. That's another thing that sucks. They better fix that real soon.
Some of them do, cause I have 10 achievements so far.
Well, yeah, wow, well, you're lucky. I know people that don't have any.
Yeah, because some of them
So,
aren't working.
yeah, they're bugged or whatever.
Like there's the one where like when if you jump onto another person's ship by like a cannon. Yesterday we literally were on the opposite side of an island, and Tachyon actually got the cannon to be perfectly aimed to shoot onto the ship on the other side of the island. And we did it too. We all landed exactly on their freaking ship. They didn't know what the heck we were doing. It was kind of funny. But we didn't get the achievement for it. So
Wow. And
I
then
don't
the play
know.
music when you're going down.
Yeah, we did that one. You play the music as your ship is sinking. Yeah, we did that and never got it.
Yep. I saw you
So
guys
I
doing
don't.
that like 5 or 6 times.
Yeah, because it seems simple, but apparently it's not, and I don't know. So either the achievements don't actually make sense to the point that they're supposed to, and we're all
Or they're
doing it
bugged.
completely wrong, or yes, they are all bugged. And
I think they're all
Sea of
bugged.
Thieves, you need to fix your shit. Also, the whole so well, I won't get into too much detail about. Yeah, I'll talk about it tonight. No, I
She's
have other
saving the good
things that.
stuff.
Yeah, I'll save some because I'll save some of it for the show.
Okay, so I'll mention another thing then. I don't know if I can play this game solo.
No,
I don't think that I would enjoy it as much.
I wouldn't be able to. I wouldn't be able to play the Sea of Thieves solo. Like,
So,
constantly
that's-
being destroyed while you're trying to, like, drop the anchor, steer, put the, like, move the, I can't
Sails?
Yeah, there you go. Move the sails and all. I wouldn't be able to.
Then you have to park your boat or whatever, your ship, and then go to the island, get some treasure, come back, and then you might have bad guys coming after you.
Yeah, and hope and pray to God that you don't die or that your ship doesn't get hit or. Yeah, there's a lot of issues that come with the whole aspect of playing by yourself. It's definitely, you need at least two people. At least two people to play this game and actually enjoy it to what it should be. Overall, the game is it's a fun game. It's different than other multiplayers that have come out. I think there's a lot of things they need to work on. And I definitely think that there's, like I said, there's definitely a lot of stuff they need to work on. Bugs need to be fixed. I just really hope they don't go to the point where they screw things up. And, like, if that makes any sense, to, like, where they take away the things that people actually like.
Oh yeah, never take features away. Always give more. That's
well,
what I say.
except the whole gold death thing. Like, that's just dumb, and you should really just keep that out of the game.
I wonder why they're doing that specifically. Is because people are abusing it or something like that? I don't know.
I don't know. It's not like, so you can only earn gold by doing the achievements, by doing, the skull raids, by, like, that's the only way that you can actually earn gold. So I don't see why all of a sudden now they're like, oh my god, people are getting too much gold too fast. Because really, if they're getting gold that fast, it's because they're doing what they're supposed to be doing in the game. They're doing their missions. They're doing their voyages. They're, handing stuff in. They are working their asses off. And it's not like it's easy. Because there is definitely a lot, like, between the islands, there is a long trip you still have to take because you still have to get to the islands, get back to the islands before somebody, like, takes your ship down. So, like, I don't understand where their reasoning is coming from for this, and I will definitely be paying attention to see what they say more of on it.
Yeah.
But overall, again, guys, the game released on March 20th. You can get it in Game Pass, so you don't have to pay full price if you don't want to. Other than that, make sure you guys check it out. I think it's still a decent game to check out and see, but
Yeah, especially in Game Pass. Agreed.
Yeah. All right, we're gonna move on to the next topic though, because we pretty much
We killed that topic.
Yeah. All right, so next up
boy.
we have is God of War. Told you guys, lots of games. God of War gameplay impressions. So Fox, let's jump into you on this because I think I talked more on the Sea of Thieves thing. So.
Well, dang, I wish we could have some like videos in the background or something showing some gameplay because it looks amazing. I really like what they're like. At first, I was like, I don't know. They're changing a lot of stuff for freaking God of War, Kratos, and them. So we'll see. And as soon as I saw the leaked video or the leaked gameplay, and then that was taken down, and then they released some recently, like a couple of days ago, I was just like, wow, this looks amazing. So now that I see the actual gameplay and stuff, I like the direction that they're going.
Mm-hmm.
Even though they have some new RPG elements, which I don't think they've had before, I believe you can craft. Lucas said that you could change your armor and your like shield and stuff like that as well. Like you can customize it, which I didn't know that. I like that stuff. Also, when you kill enemies, whatever, and you go throughout, you get XP. So yeah, like all that stuff is it's like a new and different to God of War. And at first, like I said, I was questioning it, but now I like what I'm seeing. To the point where I'm looking forward to my brothers getting this game because they already pre-ordered it, and I'm like, ooh, I want to see it. I want to maybe try it myself.
Yeah.
It looks amazing, like graphically, obviously, it looks amazing. But gameplay-wise, which is what I care about more, I like the gameplay. I like the way that he fights. I like the way he battles. He throws his axe. It just looks badass the whole time.
Yeah.
So I'm really happy with the direction that they're changing things up. And this is another game that it might work. It might revive this franchise, just like how Resident Evil did with changing it up for 7, how they made it first person, and people were like, "Oh, I don't know about this," but then it actually worked out. So this might be another thing that works out.
That is true. It reminds me a lot of Dark Souls. Like the gameplay style of it reminds me of Dark Souls. But you get that Thor hammer, baby. Well, it's an axe. It's not actually a hammer. It's an axe. But you get to throw it like
Thor. Yeah, but the way that he grabs
Thor.
it and stuff and calls it back, it's kind of like Thor.
It's Thor. And like, he's my all-time favorite. Like, I am all about Thor, people. So, I love the graphics though. Like these style of games, they're meant to, or at least they're definitely supposed to look gorgeous because RPG style games, they need that to hold you into the story, along with obviously the gameplay. The gameplay is absolutely neat as well, but you still need the graphics because especially when you're going close up, like when he's fighting creatures and stuff, you go into like not cutscenes, but like when you're doing like a death move and stuff like that, you go into a close up and stuff like that, and you actually see the finer details of these games. And,
you know what it reminds me of? When you do like a move in Gears, you know how like when you chainsaw up close and they'll do a little cinematic video? It's kind of like that.
Yes.
And that's awesome.
Yeah, and when it does that, it needs that graphics to keep you, to keep your eyes like, oh my god, I'm seeing this happen. And they covered that. They did that absolutely outstanding. They, it looks like it's going to have an amazing story. It has a lot of great features that they've added into it. The game mechanics, yes, are different from the other ones. That's not going to affect me. I didn't play the old ones. I've watched them, but I haven't played them. So playing this one, that won't affect me in any way possible. So I'm not worried. Like, I know, like you were saying, people are worried, like, oh my god, they changed things. Is it going to be okay? But it ain't going to affect me because I didn't play them. So I'm going into this with, like,
Oh, yeah. Yeah, brand new. It's
brand
new
so
you, basically.
I'm excited for this game. I'm excited to see where they take this franchise. And like you said, with Resident Evil 7, people were really iffy and up in the air about, the first person and new style of Resident Evil game that they brought, and people loved it. It was one of the top games of its year.
Mm-hmm.
So,
it was a lot of people's number one.
People don't hate on this game. Let this game, come out before, you actually pass your judgment on the gameplay and stuff like that. We all know the game's going to be gorgeous. The game's going to have a great story. But the game mechanics, don't hate on it yet, guys. Don't, just keep an open mind to it.
I would say, like, the only thing to what you're just saying, I don't know about the story just yet. I'm interested to see what happens in the story, but I don't know how it's going to go, to be honest.
All the other God of Wars had really good stories, so that's true. So yes, I guess I shouldn't jump to conclusions, but after watching like Horizon Zero Dawn and stuff like that, and the other stories like The Last of Us and the stories that come from Sony, I do have to say they are outstanding stories.
Yeah.
Shadow of the Colossus, yeah. Like their stories are really what keep me into playing their games, and so I don't worry too much about the stories in Sony's games, and I don't really think God of War is going to be any different. But yeah, they could have focused more on the game mechanics and the graphics over the story, and the story can lack because of that. That does happen. So I'm definitely not saying that.
But we shall see though. Yeah. Very true.
I do find it's kind of funny though because like his son is kind of like almost like his little like monkey sidekick kind of thing.
Dang.
He does. He just kind of feels like he's like you would think he would be like a pet monkey that's running around with him or something.
If anything, he right now, because I only saw we only seen a little bit of the game.
Yeah.
He looks like his guide right now. Like,
Yeah.
he looks like he's guiding him around. You're just following your kid and stuff, and he's like
they
pushing
play.
the rope or the ladder. What was it? He pushed something down for you to grab, because you can't jump up there without his help.
Yeah.
Which okay, that part really, like, I thought that was kind of weird, because I was like, really? I mean, you're Kratos. You could like jump really high, and like you don't need him to throw something down for you to climb up. That's kind of odd. But whatever. I let it go because I rather see the rest of the game than
Yeah.
just judge it on that one part.
That is true. It just, I don't know. I guess that is the one thing that worries me a little, is they kind of make it seem like the kid is the smart one and the dad is kind of like,
He's the brute.
Yeah, he's like
to smash.
the
He's
kid's.
he's like Thor with Hulk. He's like mixed.
Yeah, I guess that'd be a way to put it. Or like, Mice and Men. You have like,
Yeah.
you don't know Mice and Men?
No.
Seriously, what school hasn't read that book?
Oh, I don't know. You talk about Canada? I don't know.
No, I'm pretty sure no, they're reading where the red fern grows. 4th grade, they're already reading that book. Can you believe that?
Oh, yeah, nice.
Yeah, she's
Well,
gonna
yeah, I
learn
don't know, I
about a
never heard of
dog dying, like
Oh.
in the 4th grade. Yay! But yeah,
I meant to say interesting, not
Timodos
nice. I take it
knows of
back.
Mice and Men. Yes,
Okay.
George and Lenny. See, everybody else knows. I think you need to go Google this, because that's kind of funny that you don't know what Mice and Men is.
I think I blame my school. Don't blame me, people. My school was dumb, apparently.
But it's about this. It's about two brothers. Where the one brother he's mentally challenged, and but he's big, and he doesn't know his own strength, and his brother is kind of like the small smart one kind of thing, and he's always trying to like watch what his brother's doing. So it's just, I don't know, it just kind of reminded me of, like, obviously not what happens in the book. I'm not gonna ruin the book because it gets pretty crazy, but
Spoilers.
yeah,
No.
I'm not saying it. So but either way,
No, it's fine.
so but I'm excited. So
Yeah. God of War. And I almost called the game just Kratos. God of War looks badass, and I'm interested to see more about it. And I'm more intrigued with it now than I ever saw it back then. I remember the first time I saw it was on PlayStation 2, and I was kind of like, meh, whatever. I didn't care for the gameplay or what was happening. But after a while, I got used to it because my brothers played it all the time.
yeah,
Then, the third one I actually had hands-on myself because of a friend or whatever of my ex, and I actually played it on the PS3, and it was really cool. It was fun. It felt like, just a mindless game. Like, I wasn't intrigued with the story at all. I just cared about how many bad guys I can kill at once with my chain. I forgot what it's called, but yeah, like with the weapons that they had. Because you could get like multipliers. You could get like 20 bad guys at once. So I just thought it was fun and interesting. And I remember like climbing up a giant titan. I remember doing that like QTEs, but after that I never really cared for the game. But now maybe I would like it more because they're changing the direction.
Yeah. That's cool.
Yep.
We shall see, guys. This game is releasing, however, on April 20th on PlayStation 4. So get your hands in there, and hopefully you guys enjoy it. So,
Yeah, Redbox it. What? I didn't say that.
Redbox it? Did you just say Redbox it? You said Redbox
Nah.
it. She did. Alright, moving on to the next topic. We have Assassin's Creed 2019 is set in ancient Greece. So, my first question here is, do you think they're moving into it too fast again and repeating the whole yearly thing? Yes.
Well,
They had an amazing game that just came out for Egypt. Great idea. Game was outstanding. Really enjoyed it. But Greece is a cool idea. I like Greece too. Like, they're kind of going into some eras that I actually really liked. But so this is the next Assassin's Creed game is reportedly well into development, and it's to be taken the series to Greece for the first time. According to news reports, ancient Greece is going to be the setting of the next Assassin's Creed game, due for release in 2019 for PC, PlayStation 4, and Xbox One. Why Greece? Well, the report indicates that last year's Assassin's Creed Origins was intentionally planned to also be included in Greece, but Ubisoft later decided to give it its own game. So I guess it was originally supposed to be a DLC for the game that just, that came out last year, where it's in Egypt. And now they're going to give it its own game and release it. So I guess technically that might not be too... I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. I would have probably kept it with the other game.
Well, I don't know if it was supposed to be DLC per se, because they didn't say. They just said it was supposed to be with the other game. They didn't say how. Whether it was part of the storyline and then they nipped it, or whether it was going to be add-on, Yeah,
but I remember when they started talking about the Egypt stuff, there was, we had heard that it was supposed to go to Greece as well. There was supposed to be some boat that you could take or whatever, and you'd go to, Greece, because people were wondering how the time loop was going to work, if you're going to, go into, some portal and, jump to another friggin' era. So technically we knew of the Greece aspect of this game, and I guess I wish they would have actually just continued with it on the other game instead of, because now here comes another $60. So the question is, are they giving it its own game just to bark on the whole aspect of paying for more games, or they're like, Egypt did so great, so let's milk them for more money, guys, and give them Greece now. I don't know.
I mean, that could be a part of it. I mean, all companies want more money, obviously. But I'm going to choose to go with a different look. And I'm going to say that they really wanted to say a different story. They wanted to be more detailed about it. And maybe if they would have had it in the other game, in Origins, it wouldn't have been so detailed. It would have just been something on the side, something mentioned. Yeah. And this way, they could do a dedicated story for that era. And they could do it properly instead of half-assed.
Yeah.
So I rather look at it positively or differently, to the aspect where it's something. Yeah, it's just another location, brand new look, and also the fact that this could actually be legit, because I know that this is leaked information, but the leak comes from someone who actually mentioned Origins before Origins came out. So this could be credible information that is going to be in Greece. So I am already leaning towards yes, it's happening. I was going to complain about the date, which you mentioned a little bit ago. And I was going to say again, they're going to be coming out frequently. But I'm okay with every 2 years or something like that, rather than every year. If they start doing this one's going to come out this year, then I would have a problem with that.
Yeah.
But since it's going to be in 2019, that's okay. I feel like that's more forgiving, So I can let that go easily.
I guess.
So, yeah, either way, they're telling a new story. It's not right now. It's actually, they said they're starting to do development on it on early 2017, which I don't know if that's true. But again, this comes from the same leaked person. So hopefully the 2-year cycle works better than the 1-year cycle did, because, well, everybody got tired of that. So it didn't work out.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So hopefully they don't bombard us with too much. And if they do this in 2019 and then they take a break again, I'm okay with that. Maybe they could do something else differently.
Yeah. Either way, chances are there is a Greece feature coming, guys, whether it is its own game or whether it is going to be some form of a DLC. We shall see, but it looks like Greece is on its way, and I'm excited. Like I said, I like those kind of eras. I like Greece. I like, Egypt and all that kind of stuff, so it'll be fun to see.
Yes, cool.
Fun to see. So next up, we have, of course, this one, I am kind of seriously right now?
Shewulf has 15 rants in her, and as soon as we're doing gaming, then she's like, yes.
Yeah.
I'm going to release.
Yeah. So, okay, so we all know State of Decay 2 is releasing. There is going to be, obviously, a standard edition, which is going to be $30, which is absolutely an amazing price for standard edition. Also, if you want to go a little bit better, you can get the ultimate edition for $50, which I think is an outstanding price point, because you also get the first game, you also get the season pass, and I think there's a couple of other little goodies, but I think they're just minor in-game stuff. I don't think it's anything.
You get early access, which is the best part.
That's it. Sorry. I was like, there's something else. I know there's something else.
I'm like, girl.
Yeah, okay, so State of Decay 2 Ultimate Edition includes early access. Play State of Decay 2 4 days early before the standard game releases. You also get State of Decay 1 Year Survival Edition. You also get an Independence Pack and a Daybreak Pack. See, those were the things that I was like, you get something in-game, but I couldn't remember exactly what it was. But yeah, so you get to play 4 days beforehand, which is pretty amazing.
Awesome.
Yeah, I think it's pretty amazing. And, you know, for $50, like, you pay that for literally, like, what?
I don't know,
like full triple, like, yeah, a full AAA title. You pay that for just a AAA title. You don't get all the little fun perks. You just pay that for like the main base game, a standard edition.
But yeah, I believe that when Gears and Forza had early access, with their Ultimate editions, it was like 80, I think.
I think so, yeah.
I'm not 100% sure, but yeah, because my game came with the system. But yeah, that's early access stuff.
Which, of course, I know a lot of people are like, oh, well, it's just State of Decay. It's not like it's a huge thing. But the thing is, it's going to have co-op. So, you know, it's pretty insane for the fact that you're going to have a game that, you know, has co-op. It's the zombies that everybody's been waiting for. This game has been asked for. So, you know, but what are we here to mainly talk about? And of course, that is the survival of the State of Decay 2 Collector's Edition. You completely, epically failed with this Collector's Edition. Like, okay, so you were paying, what is it? You're paying...
$70.
Yes. You were paying $69.99 for State of Decay 2 Collector's Edition. Now, the price is not obviously outrageous because, hey, the original game, the base game, and the Ultimate Edition are lower as well. However, please, everybody, pay attention, because you may think that this Collector's Edition is really cool, but chances are you don't notice it does not come with the game. You get a latex zombie mask. You get a collectible steel case. Yay, but you don't get the game. You get a human brain steelbook stand.
Yep.
You get a USB thumb drive, which is 4 gigs. And you get an exclusive iron-on patch. Again, really cool stuff, guys. But if you are not paying attention to the fine, small line that says, please note, the game is not included in the Collector's Edition. And I don't think a lot of people are going to notice that when they first see this either.
Yeah.
Cause,
yeah, like, that was a fail because, I mean, yeah, the price, it's not that bad, $70 for a Collector's Edition. I was like, yes! But it is disappointing when there is no game. So you're just paying $70 for stuff. And it's not good if you don't like all that stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
So some people could be like, yeah, I like the steelbook and the thumb drive, but I don't want the mask. I don't care about the patch, right? Or the brain stand. Like, really? That's useless in my opinion, but whatever.
Well, the brain stand is kind of cool because you don't have to put like State of Decay in it. You can have like other, like, it's just the fact of having a zombie brain thing. It's kind of cool.
I mean, see, I guess, but that's, again, for some people. I'm not interested in that.
Yeah.
I don't think that looks good. But the steelbook does, right? But they should have at least thrown in a digital code or something. Like, they should have thrown something in there for the game.
Yeah, like,
it's really disappointing.
Like, I get Timidos's point is, like, for people who want the Collector's Edition, but also, like, digital, I understand that.
It's not worth $70 to do that.
No, but see, that's where my issue comes in, is Okay, so we know a couple of other games have been releasing collector's editions without games. Battlefield 1 did it. I think Halo did it.
Halo had 2 SKUs. One of them had the game digital, and one of them had the game physical, from what I know.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure they released one just with the statues, I believe. But it was after the fact. The point is, like, they should have brought out two different ones. They should have brought out the one with the game, and then brought out the one where it didn't have, like, either have the digital game or have, like, that's the part that I don't understand why they did. Like, you should have at least had one collector's edition released with the game. Even Battlefield, when they did theirs, they still released a collector's edition where you got the game with it. Then you had the one, yes.
But the cool thing, can I just point out one thing about Battlefield? It had a freaking statue. That's way better than just a mask, in my opinion. So that's another thing where it depends on the person and the collector. What is valuable to you? Now, do you think a latex mask and all those knickknacks are going to be worth $70? That is up to you to pay for that. It's your choice. But also, remember, you have to go out of your way and either get Game Pass or buy the game separately.
For another $30.
Yeah, exactly. So, I mean, I understand what Tim's mentioning, because I mentioned that before, and I said it's understandable to have a collector's edition without the game because people are going digital, aka not me. But then I was like, but this collector's edition, this one right here, doesn't seem worth it, in my opinion. It would be cool if it had an actual statue or something different, because the things that are in here are just, they don't look like they're worth that much.
Well, and that's where the game should, like, they could have gave them a what do you call it? Either a hard copy of the disc, or they could have gave them a digital version of the disc. They didn't need to leave the game out of the collector's edition to begin with. And yes, I understand everybody's doing these steel case things, which I guess apparently most people don't put games in anyways. They just have the steel cases, which is understandable. Fine. But again, they could have gave a digital copy of the game. They didn't need to release just a collector's edition of just knickknacks. Yeah. That's my only thing about it. Like, what is the point? Like, if you're going to do that, again, you usually release a collector's edition first with the game, then release a couple months later, you release the collector's edition without the game. For, like, hell, they could have done $10 cheaper.
This collector's edition is going to be, I don't think it's going to sell well, to the point where, like, in a couple months, I'm going to be sharing it with Foxy Dios for, like, $20. That's what I think.
It's going to sell. This is the thing. It's going to sell, but they're going to have a lot of complaints because people aren't going to know that the game's not in it.
Yeah, I mean, that sucks if those people can't read the fine print, but yeah.
A lot of articles I read, though, like, they all talk about the collector's edition, but then at the bottom, they put, like, updated note or editor's note. They put, can confirm the game does not come with the collector's edition. So it's like, where is it on the box then that actually states that it doesn't have the game? You know what I mean? Like, is it actually that hard to see? So how many people are going to buy this thinking that it comes with the game to find out that it doesn't?
Yeah. Yeah, I got you.
I think it's not going to be good.
I don't think it's good. I don't like it, but who knows? There could be diehard fans that are like, yeah, I'm going to buy that, and then I'm going to buy the Ultimate Edition, and then boom. That's a lot of money.
Yeah. I think this was a short failed, like, GKB's like, oh yeah, we'll buy that, because he's like, I'll wear the mask on the show and stuff like that, and all this other stuff, and I was like,
Is he still getting the Ultimate Edition for the early access, or no?
Chances are well, it depends. With it being an Xbox game, we might get it from Mixer, so. So I don't know, but either way, like
for the people
when I
that
told
don't
him,
have that,
I just mean, like, when I told him there was no game in the collectors, he's like, well, what the heck's the point of that? Like, he wasn't too happy about it either, and that's where I'm kind of like, well, yeah, they really fell short on that, and.
Yeah, like, I already told my brother, you better not get this, because it's going to be $120 or something like that if he decides to buy, because I already know he wants the Ultimate Edition because it's the early access.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like on top of that, he likes zombie stuff, so he's like, oh yeah, cool, I could get a zombie mask or whatever. And I'm like, I don't know about that. For $70, you just want the mask? No, I don't think so, dude.
Yep, exactly. So make sure you guys read fine prints. Don't ever just buy something because it looks cool. Make sure if you're looking for the game, you know, double check. Make sure what's exactly in the box before you buy it, because it's things like this that, you know, you could definitely lose out on. So just a fair warn you guys. Fair warn you. Watch what you're buying. All right, we're gonna jump into something that I know Fox is probably gonna enjoy talking about. And that is
why you have to put it on me?
Because you like the Iron Banana, and that, of course, is Destiny 2's upcoming 6 vs 6 Iron Banner. Sounds exactly like Destiny Crucible. Going live on March 27th, Iron Banner will channel the old school Crucible in the style of the Iron Lords. PvP design and lead director Carlson said it in a post on Bungie. Team size will increase from 4 vs 4 to 6 vs 6.
Thank God.
But that's not the only change. Match time limits is 12 minutes, score limit is 125 points, and the respawn time is 7 seconds. So it's taking back, they're pretty much like, we screwed up, so let's just give them our old mechanics back and give them back their original Crucible, because at least people played it.
Yep. Basically, they're trying to bring back the old. They're even adding Rumble, which I believe it was that was free for all, right? I believe that was free for all.
Believe so, yeah, I think so. I think Rumble was.
So they're adding Rumble back
it says,
in.
Yeah, sorry, it just says the free for all Rumble game mode returns with no excuse, no complications, and absolutely no point for assistance. So
I just think it's interesting that, like, it took them this long to know that they had it right, and I don't know why these features weren't implemented in the beginning of Destiny 2. They should have stayed 6v6. It should have still had that faster pace, which, by the way, this update that's coming out on Tuesday, it's called Go Fast. I was like, really? Come on, guys. That's so lame. But they are making the gameplay faster, and then your supers and everything, you get everything faster. So they are bringing those mechanics back, where it's kind of like you're moving around quickly and you don't feel like the game is slow, which is a main thing that we pointed out back when the beta came out, and when the game came out, we were like, yeah, it's kind of slow. Like, what's going on? So they're fixing that stuff. I'm happy about this 6v6. But right now, there's only for Iron Banner. I don't know if they're going to add that to the rest of the Crucibles just yet, or the competitive mode and everything like that. But maybe. We'll see. I mean, I'm hoping.
I think...
So it feels like a no-brainer.
I think what's going to happen is they're going to see if this actually brings people back. And if it does, then they'll probably, you know, be like, yeah, we need to keep this.
Well, yeah, I mean, I think it's pretty obvious. I think it's pretty obvious
we know
that's what people wanted, because... I already told my bro that I would go in there and play Iron Banner. I almost said Crucible and Iron Banana. But yeah, I'm interested to see what the changes are. Not only that, they've done the simple updates, which was like weapon balancing and stuff like that. What else? Oh, and they've added this new system, which is not really new. It's something that it should have been there. Again, another thing that should have been there from the beginning, which was when you play competitive and you know how people quit on you, and you can't get any players back. Well, they're like, what's it called? You're being temporarily banned for quitting or getting kicked out or anything like that. So you get temporarily banned for 30 minutes if you quit a match, basically. And I think it's only for competitive mode, not for regular Crucible. Yeah. Because I think you get replacements on that one. So they had something like this before, in a way, when they did Halo 3 and Halo, was it Reach, where you get penalized when you would quit a game. So you either lose your rank or something like that. So yeah, you just get temporarily banned, which is the same. I think that's the same technique that happens in Overwatch, where if you quit like that, you get in trouble, basically.
Yep.
That's something they should have had in the beginning. I don't understand why they're like, oh,
Exactly.
this is a new thing that we're adding now. So that's another thing that I'm like, oh, okay, wow. This update should not, I don't know, shouldn't be called Go Fast. It should be called Finally,
Yeah,
or yeah,
exactly.
yeah, or something like that. And another thing they're gonna add is more unique rewards for when you do nightfalls. So now you can play nightfall for a reason instead of just for no reason. You actually get unique rewards, so it's better. But either way, I don't care about the nightfall. I actually just care about Iron Banner. So I'm interested to try that out and see how the 6v6 is and how faster the game is.
Mhm.
But if I don't like it, there's no reason for me to even try to look forward to anything or any DLC or anything like that at all
Yeah.
for Destiny 2. Destiny 2, I think, would be officially dead for me because right now I still have like a little small piece of it in my heart somewhere. I don't know where it is, but we'll see on Tuesday.
I love how we'll just be like, oh, we'll see. We shall see.
Yeah.
But overall, like, yeah, Destiny, yeah.
What the heck?
You realized you were going down the drain, and that's about the gist of it. You shouldn't have screwed up. It's your own fault.
Yeah.
Too bad, so sad. Chances are you're not going to get your big player base back like you want to, but hey.
Oh, no, not everybody's coming back.
Yeah, yeah. Good try, though. We shall see. I'll probably play the Iron Banner, though.
Yeah, I want to try it out, see how that goes.
Definitely. Alright, moving on. We have Cyberpunk 2077. Is very advanced technology-wise. Character creation, classes, and more confirmed. You know, so we keep hearing news about the whole Cyberpunk to like 2077, and I'm kind of like, are you just ever going to release the game? Because it just seems like it's all we do is keep hearing, oh yeah, we got this now. Okay, cool. Can we see it? No, it's not ready. What? Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. So it says during CD Projekt's year 2017 financial presentation, President Adam mentioned that he's terribly like to say something about Cyber 2077, but today is not the time. Yeah, because that sounds good, right? When asked... That makes no sense. When asked when... Oh yeah, never mind, that does. So when asked when we'll see more, he commented that he can't just announce the announcements. Pressed further on what we'll see at the showcase at E3, he mentioned that it will be announced just before the show. So, yeah, so apparently, some of the hints that have dropped is that it is possibly working on a Nintendo Switch copy. How about you get it out on the regular freaking systems before you sit, like, it's kind of getting ridiculous. We're constantly hearing about this game, but yet we don't ever actually see anything from it. Just the same trailers that we've already seen. This game has been talked about for a couple of years now. I think it, like, originally we first heard something, back in 2016?
Yeah, maybe just the name, but not the details or anything like that. Well, you
know. No, we had like some weird trailer that looked nothing like what the game looks like, or the trailer looks like now, but...
Oh, okay, yeah. And maybe that's when the teaser came out. That they were working on something, but obviously that was just like some trailer they made up. I don't think it's like in-game engine or...
Yeah.
Or anything like that.
It's just, I understand they're trying to get the whole concept of this game to be like up there and better than The Witcher 3. I know they've been saying that nonstop, that, you know, they want this game to be more popular than The Witcher 3. They want it to take more oomph than The Witcher 3. Sorry to say, you'll never be The Witcher 3. That game, like, one, it didn't get delayed constantly, so it didn't drop its hype constantly. Like, that's the problem with games like these that are constantly like, oh, we're going to do so much better, we're going to do this, and we're going to do that, except you get the people hyped, and then they don't hear anything for months, and then it's like, oh, all right, it's coming again.
I don't know if necessarily it's on them, to be honest, because, I'll comment on what Tim is mentioning in the chat. But,
they're all saying it hasn't been delayed. I never said it was delayed, But it's another one of those games that are constantly being talked about, and then we don't ever see anything about it.
I could only blame gaming media for that because they're the ones that are actually looking behind the scenes. Like, oh, they just hired over 200 people or developers, right? They're the ones trying to get the scoop on this game. CD Projekt Red has actually been very quiet about the game itself.
They've dropped trailers and stuff like that, and
No,
they keep making these comments too. Like they're just as much fault though.
From what I know, they've only dropped like what, a couple screenshots and it's one teaser trailer, and that's about it. And now he's actually opening his mouth and saying these things because, well, I just think it's weird that he's doing this in general because one, he's the CEO and he's like, you would think he would be more hush hush about it. And maybe the developers would let us slip, but he's actually the one talking and saying all these things. But yeah, I thought I was gonna hear more or the official information at E3, and now we're hearing this, which is that you could create your character, that you could choose from different classes, that they have this advanced technology that everybody's thinking about how if they do release it for this gen console, it's gonna be cross play with the next gen console or anything like that. Like maybe you could play it on both, maybe you could buy one and then you'll get it on the other one. I don't know, but we'll see. But I think the stuff that you've been hearing is more of the gaming media hyping the game up and talking about how the fans are looking forward to it, how they're hiring more developers to make this one.
Okay,
and how it's
hold
gonna
on.
Get bigger.
So I can officially say we've been hearing about Cyberpunk 2077 since 2012. Like, seriously, I just looked it up. One of the first original articles that actually came from Cyberpunk was in 2012, when they first started talking about the game and how it was going to actually be bigger than The Witcher 3 and everything else like that. Then, there was actually not exact release dates, but it was apparently supposed to be rumored to release in 2017, which then they turn around and they were like, oh, no, here's the trailer, we're still working on it. Then we started getting rumors that, oh, it could possibly launch in 2018, but now it's saying it is,
stuff,
but it's, well, that's how everything is, like, said, though.
Because no, I know, but it wasn't official.
No, nothing is ever fucking official until they actually release the thing.
Which is the CEO, he's actually talking about it now, and it's gonna come out on,
we still
it's gonna be on the E3 store, like show.
We still don't know when it's releasing.
Well, that's the whole point of watching E3, to have a release date then.
Oh,
but like that's the thing, he's talking about it now, and he's talking about like how it has advanced technology and how it's more of an RPG or but like a traditional RPG.
But I love how everybody's just like, it hasn't been delayed. I never said it was delayed. And the point is that we have been hearing about this game throughout the couple of years. And yes, okay, a lot of it is social media, but CD Projekt Red has come out and said shit about the game too, though. It's not like they've just been hush-hush either. This is still another, like, one of those things. It's kind of how Sea of Thieves were. Well, they never officially gave a release date, but guess what? They talk about it all the fucking time. Like, everybody still talks about it, and then it became where nobody talked about it, and that, like, it's just kind of, like, it's one of those things where they still announced that game too early. 2012 was too early to announce that game.
Okay. I got you.
No, I think you still disagree, but it's alright.
No, I don't.
I can hear it in your voice. I can hear you still disagree with me. It's okay, though.
I just feel like it's more of the gaming media's fault to hype up what really it was just something that they were working on. And now it's officially ready, or it's going to be ready. And it wasn't ready before. And I also feel like a lot of these gaming media sites, they would go out of their way and like every time CD Projekt Red was ever talking about Witcher or Witcher's updates, they would always ask, hey, what about the other game? Hey, what about when is that coming out? So they had no choice but to comment on it, and that's where you're getting some of these like reports and these articles and whatnot of them mentioning it. It's because they were, asked about it. They got pinned down. But either way, it's not that big of a deal. I just think that it's going to be interesting to see it finally at E3 after everybody has been looking forward to this game, and I think it's cool that you could create your character and have you could pick a custom class and all that stuff because you couldn't do that in Witcher because Witcher you were oh, shoot, what's his name? You know, you're the main guy. So it's not like you could customize a character.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So and that also makes me wonder, will you have a voice as a character? Because you're customizing your character, would you have a voice? Would it be voice acting? Like The Witcher or no voice? You know what I mean?
Yeah. So seems Timodos likes to go against everything that I say, which is fine. Just because Twitter was created in 2013 does not mean that was the first time it was talked about. The article that originally released from CD Projekt Red was actually May 30th, 2012, where they brought up the whole mystery triple RPG game and everything else like that. So just because the Twitter was created a year later doesn't mean that's the only form of social media that comes out. Again, everyone circles around Twitter like it's like the all-known be-all kind of thing. It's kind of funny. My God, if it's not posted on Twitter, it didn't happen.
It's a major platform. Where most
I know.
people nowadays in this world
It used to be
get their news,
Facebook,
to be
though.
honest.
It's funny, though, because it used to be Facebook. So
Oh
it's
yeah,
kinda like...
everything does.
I know, right?
Everything.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for Twitter to die. I wonder what the next one's going to be.
Yeah, I wonder actually. I thought MySpace was forever. Well, they lied to me. But
What do you mean? What? How'd they lie to you? I'm confused now.
no, just kidding.
I'm sure there's some hidden point in this, but we're not going to get into details, I guess.
But yeah,
okay.
are you besides all the other stuff, are you looking forward to seeing and playing Cyberpunk?
I'm curious to see what it is. I have no idea really what their game is like.
Futuristic kind of game.
Well, yeah, it's apparently futuristic like The Witcher 3, but better. So.
What? What? What do you mean?
Well, apparently it's supposed to be like a Witcher 3 style game. Like it has like the same gaming mechanics.
Oh yeah, okay. I thought you were saying The Witcher's futuristic. I was like, girl, we need to talk after the show.
No, I didn't mean that it
Oh
was
my
going
God.
to actually be. No. Oh my God,
Okay.
no.
Okay, that's fine. We're good.
That's funny. No, that's not what I meant. No. That's funny though. No. Okay, so we are gonna jump into the next. Seems that's kind
Yes.
of going somewhere like way out there, but anyways.
Yes, let's go ahead next topic.
All right, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 Remaster on the way, but only has multiplayer.
Wait, what? No, it doesn't have multiplayer.
Oh, I thought I said won't have multiplayer. Did I
Yeah,
say
right
will
now you just
only
said-
have multiplayer? Yeah, I said that wrong. I have
Oh,
no
okay.
idea why I read that completely.
Because you wish the truth.
I was
We
literally-
wish
yeah,
it was multiplayer.
I think so, because I literally was reading my exact writing, and that's not what it says. It's literally right there in the topic. It says Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 Remaster on the way, but won't have multiplayer. I have no idea.
Very disappointing. Very.
Who releases a Call of Duty for its campaign?
I mean, if you would think it's like, well, I don't know. I guess it depends on your preference. Because I like Call of Duty 4, and I liked Black Ops, the first one, campaign.
Yeah,
So, but even then,
but did you
it's-
still mainly buy the game for the multiplayer?
No, I didn't play it for the. Oh, wait, what?
I
For the
said, did
multiplayer?
you
Yes.
mainly buy the game for the multiplayer? See, now
My
you're
bad.
backwards. We're all
Yeah.
combobbled now, guys.
Yeah, I was already going ahead of you. I was like, no, wait, what?
You weren't
No,
even,
Yeah, it's all about the multiplayer. I mean, the campaign is a side piece. You know, it's like, oh, that's cool. Let's try that. Oh, that's interesting. So then you're like, oh, cool. I got achievements, right? But when it comes to Call of Duty, it's all about the multiplayer. The whole point is that you rank up, that you unlock your weapons, you have loadouts, you play on there with your friends.
yeah.
And the fact that they're doing this, it's like, what? No. Gross.
They'll
might
put it
be
as
the-
a DLC, so you
shittiest-
have to pay for it in a couple months.
I don't know, but like if this is standalone type of thing, because I mean I know it's coming out, I just don't know if it's gonna be standalone or like a DLC or like to whatever we have now. I don't know. It's really weird. I don't think it's gonna sell. at all. I don't
Do you think
think it's gonna
though?
do good.
Well, what if they? Okay, so what if say the new Call of Duty comes out and they release the campaign of Modern Warfare 2 with the new Call of Duty game? So that's why they don't want to actually put the multiplayer in, because they want players to go to the new game's multiplayer, because they
Yeah,
kind of
Black Ops 4.
screwed up. Like, well, yeah, because look at Infinite Warfare when they released Modern Warfare 4 with it, and nobody cared for Infinite Warfare. They all went to Modern Warfare 4. So
Yeah, rightly so.
yeah, so is it that they're trying to think of like, oh, hey, we'll release it with, because it hasn't been confirmed exactly how this game is releasing, whether it's, if it is a standalone or if it is going to be bundled with the other game. There is no actual.
I heard a rumor that was coming out like soon, and I was like, "There's no way they're gonna release it like in the summer, and then later on release another game in October. That's really weird."
Yeah, that
But I don't know if that's actual information.
I don't know,
I just
but
know
I
that,
guess they could if they're only releasing the story, though.
I mean, I guess, but who's gonna play something they've already played last gen?
Yeah, I don't know. See, how many people actually? It's all lies. What's all lies? Is not coming. It's lies. Somebody's saying it's all lies.
No, it was confirmed.
Yeah, it's already been confirmed that it is coming. Just nobody knows exactly if it is going to have a multiplayer or not a multiplayer.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm hearing more that it's not gonna have the multiplayer. That it is just gonna be the single. Which kind of,
I
just don't understand.
Yeah, which kind of leans me more towards. Sorry, I don't mean to cut you off, but that's what actually leans me more towards, that they're going to release it with the new Call of Duty, because then you get 2 campaigns, and 1 multiplayer. So like.
Yeah, but again, why would why would I play Modern Warfare 2 when I've already played it last gen?
Maybe new generations that haven't played it, like maybe they're trying to.
Yeah, I guess.
There's a couple different ways that you could like. See, I don't know. It's difficult to understand why Activision does what they do, because we all know most of their stuff they do is for money anyways. So, April 30th is the rumored release date. Yeah, see, that's really soon then.
Yeah, I heard somewhere around there.
See, that just makes no sense to me then. I ain't gonna, I wouldn't bother to go play a friggin' remaster. Like, unless they changed it. Like, you know how, if they did what Gears did, I still say Gears did the absolute best remaster out of any game possible out there. Where they actually changed things in the game. Like, things that weren't there before were there now, and all that kind of stuff. Like, they actually gave you the reason to go and play the remaster to see what they did differently in the game. Now, if they did something like that, but a Call of Duty campaign, though, I don't really know what you could really change to kind of make somebody go back and be like, oh crap, they did this and they did that. Like, I don't really know what you could do in a Call of Duty game like that, because it's kind of more or less going along history kind of lines, if that makes, like, so, I don't know. I don't know how it's going to work.
The thing is that not everybody cares for the same Call of Duty campaigns. Some people like certain campaigns and other people like the old school campaigns, right?
Yeah.
So it's not going to appeal to everyone. I don't care for all the Call of Duty characters that they have come up with. I really don't. I like some of them. I don't like all of them.
Yeah.
And when you think of COD, you think of the multiplayer. That is the point. And that's why I think a lot of people would go back and play this just like they did with COD 4, where they play the multiplayer and then they play a little bit of the campaign. And then if they want achievements, they'll finish the campaign. But then they'll go back to the multiplayer just because nostalgia, and they're playing with friends, so it makes it even fun. Like, hey, remember this? Hey, remember this? That's why people do that. There is no point, really, to go back and play this campaign, especially if you didn't enjoy it as well, or you didn't care for the characters.
Yeah.
So, I don't understand what they're doing with this. I don't think it's a smart move. I think everybody's just looking forward to Black Ops 4. I'm actually interested in Black Ops 4, even though I liked Modern Warfare 2. I liked it for the multiplayer. So I'm kind of ignoring this now, and I'm looking forward to seeing what they do with Black Ops 4. Because if that's boots on the grounds, and that's a little bit of Modern Warfare in a way, and they add some extra elements, whatever, I want to see how that looks like. I'm interested in that one.
Yeah, it's just like now if they would have taken like a whole bunch of like different Call of Duty campaigns, like you said, some of the ones that people did really favor and stuff, and put them into like a bundle pack. I think that would have been a
Yeah.
cool idea, because then you could just kind of go through and pick the campaigns you want to play again. However, the one thing that I think freaking Activision still hasn't got through their head, which would probably make them the most money, is if they took like all the zombie maps that they have done throughout their like Call of Duty games and actually put that into a
Oh.
bundle pack and actually like gave you like a Call of Duty Zombies game
Oh my
release.
gosh.
Do you know how many
Yeah.
people would probably
That
pay
would
for
make
that?
sense.
But yet they don't
Yeah.
do it. They're just like, we'll stick away and we'll just give you all these stupid things instead. Like, yet everybody talks about their zombies and yet they don't ever.
Yeah, you're right.
And they could do it. They could do it just like the Halo Master Chief Collection. How like they had like the different bars of all the games, so you could just click on it and go to the one that you want, and then they could easily do it like that, and then just release all the zombie games on one game. Like, but they don't. I think.
Well, with the zombie game, obviously this is just us, like just talking in our opinions. Yeah, with the zombie mode, it would make sense if all the maps and they're all together and all the different zombie game modes, right?
Yeah.
Because you can pick different styles. That would be cool if they put them all together. But then, yeah, if they ever did the campaign stuff that you were talking about, that would be like the Master Chief Collection where you could play different COD campaigns. I don't think that one will be just as popular because they don't have memorable characters like I was saying.
Yeah.
And when you mentioned Gears, I was thinking of the amazing characters, and I was like, yeah, I care about those characters to the point where I would go back and play it again. And yeah, you mentioned that they added extra stuff. Yeah, they added extra cinematics and stuff like that. They added extra scenes, and they added a whole different mission that wasn't there in the first place. So yeah,
Yep.
it gave you the incentive to go back and play that again. But we also had that multiplayer at 60 frames per second, which we never had before in the first game. So it was like a new experience.
Yeah, exactly.
So I don't know what they're doing with this. I'm not interested. I'm not buying Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 remastered of the campaign. I'm not doing that. They should have just gave us Back and Pat for Modern Warfare 2.
Yeah, but then Activision isn't making all their money, so again, we have no idea why they're doing this particular thing. Like, it doesn't make any sense whatsoever. But they're doing it, so I guess we'll just have to wait. Chances are they're going to release this, see that it does poorly, so then they'll end up like making you charge like for DLC to get like the multiplayer or something, just to screw people over, because Activision seems to like to care more for money than anything.
That's crazy,
because
it might be true. Yeah, buy the Modern Warfare and then we get DLC later on.
Well, yeah, if people are constantly talking about how they only like the multiplayer over the campaign, they're going to do it. Yeah. They'll be like, "Oh, well, okay, here we go. We can just put DLC and they can pay for the multiplayer maps and stuff like that."
I'm good. I don't want any part of it.
That's what they'll do. Watch.
So yeah, Call of Duty, I mean, that's disappointing.
It is. It really is.
I would have actually thought of buying it again if it had multiplayer, to be honest. I know that sucks to say because I'm like, ugh. I was so against it the first time around.
Mm-hmm.
But I was actually considerate.
Oh, really?
So, mm-hmm. If
I
had
thought
multiplayer,
about
I would
it, but then it didn't happen.
Well, not from what I'm hearing right now, no.
It's
so that's kind of crazy, huh?
Things. All right, but we're all disappointed about Call of Duty and kind of hope that Activision changes their mind like at the last minute and is like, hey, guess what? Surprise! Here's the multiplayer, but chances are that's not going to happen. So, with that being said, on that bombshell, it is time for Foxy Deals. Take it away, Gully.
So, yeah, we went from that disappointing news to some awesome deals. So hopefully you guys are looking forward to hearing what I have and like some of the stuff that I found. But yes, of course, I'll just point out some of the stuff, not everything. And I'll start with Xbox deals with gold. Some of the games that stood out to me. Some goodies, some oldies, though. They're mostly just oldies. So the first one is Mirror's Edge Catalyst is $5. The Surge has 2 SKUs, so that's 20 and 35. We have Skate 3 is 15. Battlefield Bad Company 2, which I wish there was a 3. That one is $5. And then Dragon Age Origins, that's $3.74. So those are the games that some of the games that you get on sale on the Xbox. Obviously, there's more, so check it out if you're interested in the Xbox store. Um, where's the PlayStation one? All right. Over on the PlayStation, with PlayStation Plus, they actually have a lot of great deals going on right now. One of them, or a few of them, that stood out to me was Need for Speed Payback is 24. Doom is $20. Uncharted 4 is 16. Completely worth it. What else? We have Little Nightmares. This is a complete edition. That is $12. And then Elite Dangerous, because my brother was asking me about it yesterday and I found it on sale, so that's 12. And they have the other one with the Deluxe, I believe it's called, and that one is 30.
Nice.
Yeah, very cool stuff. Some online deals that I found for you guys. Ubisoft Store spring sale, so check out their website if you're interested in that. On eBay, you can get Xbox One S 1 TB console bundled with Sea of Thieves, Titanfall 2, Mass Effect Andromeda, and Battlefield. No, Battlefront. Sorry, Battlefront 2. All that for $300 and free shipping. Actually, that's a really awesome deal. That's a lot of games. So, very cool, very cool. The other one is on eBay as well, and that's the PlayStation 4 Pro, 1 TB, and that's also free shipping, and it's $3.59. But I wish it came with games. That would be even better. Another one I found was Prey. You could get Prey for PC or PS4 for $15 on Amazon. What else? Oh, here you go. One of your favorites, or I think it's one of your favorites, The Evil Within 2 for Xbox One and PC is $15. I think a new egg. And if you use the code EMCPSRE38, you could get it for that much. So that's cool.
That is cool.
Yes. And then the last one is Street Fighter 5. The standard, I think, the standard edition. For the PS4, it's $10, and that's only if you use the code EMCPSRE38. That sounds like the similar code. No, I think it's different. Anyway, those are the deals that I found for you guys. I'm gonna share all that stuff. Actually, I've already been sharing that stuff on Twitter, so follow me on Twitter. You can see the name right there. Or later on, you can check the description, and it's also on my YouTube channel and stuff like that. And then if you guys have any deals you want to share with me, let me know, DM me or anything like that, and I'll give you a shout out as well. So yeah, Shewulf, that's all I got.
Damn, that was actually some pretty good deals. Like Fox says, make sure you go check out her Twitter, because she always has tons and tons and tons of more deals that she posts there. So check it out. Don't miss it. Because trust me, there's a lot of great things out there. It's impressive. All right, so moving on. We have questions. What do we got, Fox?
Oh no, I have to switch to the questions. Hold on.
Oh, delayed.
Yes, very delayed. I'm like scrolling through my phone now. I think we have a question from somebody in the chat. But yeah, I already asked us. Scromo. So, Scrotum asked, what game would you recommend to a first-time gamer? What do you think, Shewulf?
Game Pass? Does that count?
I don't think that counts.
That doesn't count?
Actually, it might. He said, what games? That's a lot of games in there.
It does. It has a little bit of everything, because you get your multiplayer with Sea of Thieves, you get your amazing story modes with Rise of the Tomb Raider. You get your platformers. I think there's like puzzle platformers and stuff in there.
Oh yeah, there's all types of games, definitely.
Like you get a little bit of everything, and you only got to pay $9.99. Okay, here's my thing about Game Pass. It's a really cool concept. Okay, I understand that.
Amazing.
It is. However, do you know that it's like $120 like a year?
Yeah, I think it was like 100 and something. Yeah, I think that I knew that.
Yeah, it's like $120 a year. It's pretty crazy. You're paying $120.
Unless you buy it outright. I think you could buy it cheaper than that if you buy 1 year right off the bat instead of paying for
Where can you buy
each
1
month.
year?
I forgot, but I think I saw that somewhere. Whether it's coming or whether it's out, I think I saw it somewhere.
But okay, so but yeah, back to but you also get like Super Lucky Tales, you get Recore, you get like Halo Wars, so you can even get your RTS games. You get BioShock, you get State of Decay, and you get all the new games that are coming up on launch days. So come on, you cannot go wrong with this. So
Nice.
my vote is Game Pass. Just pay $9 and get everything.
I was gonna call you out on that, but then you actually started naming games, and I'm like, okay, I'll let that go, because you pointed out a lot of good games, and some of them were my favorites.
I honestly spaced Game Pass when I asked this question. Ha! I got you.
She cheated the system.
Well,
she got us all.
It gives you everything, but you only have to pay one price.
Okay, so I could agree with that, definitely, but I also would I guess ask that person, like, what are they looking for, or what type of games do they want to, like, I don't know, I guess I would talk to them. I don't know, that sounds kind of weird now. I would talk to them and ask them what kind of game would they like to try, and then from there, then I could recommend something. So if they say they want to play with friends against people, then I would say Fortnite, because it's free, and I would be like, try that and see if you like that, right? But if they want something different, like more story-driven, then I would recommend some story-based games, like Rise of the Tomb Raider, which is one of my favorites. So I guess it would depend on what they're interested in. And if they like certain style of games, if they want something artsy and indie, or if they want something with action and explosion, then I guess I would recommend accordingly.
See? And I don't have to know you at all. I can just simply tell you, go try Game Pass for $9.
Well, that's the easy way out. I didn't want to copy you. Jesus.
You could have said EA. EA has, like, EA Access. It's only $5.99.
I'm never recommending. No, I'm never doing that. I don't care how much they pay me. I will never recommend EA Access. I will be like, what? You like sports games? Oh, no. I can't help you. I can't help you.
But they have, like, they have Battlefront in there. They have Alice Madness Returns. They have
Look, you already said Game Pass. You can't change it now.
Oh, I'm not. It's still the best deal, but I'm just saying there's like, that's great. Ha. Either way.
Yeah. But yeah, I guess yeah, thank you for the question, Scromo. I appreciate it. Always supporting and asking us stuff.
Say, much love. He always has a question for us, which is awesome.
Yes, he's awesome. All right, and then we have other question, and I believe this is it for today. It's Crap Gamer. He wants to know, what's your favorite part about Save Thieves? Ooh, Shewulf. Reminiscent again.
My favorite, the water.
Oh, that's your.
My favorite part, the water.
The sirens. To be honest.
The what?
The sirens.
The sirens. Like the mermaids?
Yeah, like the mermaids. Yeah,
they're kind of annoying because, like, whenever, like, when you fall off your ship, well, I talk about sirens, but not the actual ones from the game. The thing about the sirens is, like, when when you fall off, they're always like 20 feet away from you. Like, you have to swim, and then you have to hope to God that you don't get eaten by a shark while you're trying to swim to the mermaid. So it's kind of like, that one's kind of a damned if you do, damned if you don't kind of thing. So
your favorite part is just the water? How pretty it is?
I'm trying to think. What is my favorite part about Sea of Thieves?
I already know mine. You wanna know?
Yeah, what's yours?
My favorite is getting shot out of the cannon.
Oh,
I did that so many times. You can ask Robo and Tim. I did that. I was like, oh, we gotta go over there. Okay, bye. And I would leave them, and they were still on the boat, and I was already flying.
Nice. Nice.
I love that part. That's my favorite part.
That's hilarious. That is fun, though.
I would say the skull clouds, but I haven't seen one yet. I've seen pictures of... Yeah, but I haven't seen one yet.
Oh, wow.
I only played a little bit, So
That's
I
true.
wanted to say that because they look cool, but I haven't actually seen one yet.
They do look cool. I guess like my favorite. Okay, so my favorite thing of Sea of Thieves is the graphics overall.
Oh, the art style?
Yeah, like I love how it's like the playful kind of like it can still be dark at the same time, like because depending what skull you're fighting and stuff, it's like you could be like in a storm and stuff. Like I like the rain, the lightning. I like the graphics that they put into the game.
Mm-hmm.
I like that's one of my most favorite things is just kind of how they pulled the colors and the graphics into
Awesome.
together, the textiles and stuff like that. That's my
Mm-hmm.
favorite part of it. I'm not a huge fan of like all the gameplay, but overall the graphics is the best thing.
Yeah. That was another awesome question. Thank you, Crap Gamer, for that one.
Yeah, exactly. So,
Yeah, and if you guys want to ask us anything in the future, send it to us on Twitter or comment in the video.
I'm waiting to see Sea of Thieves come to mobile. So
Oh no.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Oh no, not like
Everything
this.
comes to mobile.
Yeah, I don't understand that. I was actually gonna mention that to you, like, oh, do you want to talk about like Fortnite and PUBG? And then I was like, you know what? Never mind.
Oh god, yeah. Uh, yeah. But anyways, so yeah, make sure if you guys have questions, please send them to us on Twitter. Send them to the comments below after the video on the recap on Fox's YouTube channel. Please, you know, we have fun answering them and all that kind of stuff. Other than that, thank you guys for tuning in and hanging out with us today. We had a blast talking about these topics, even though, yes, they get heated at times. But hey, if we weren't passionate about gaming, we wouldn't be here doing it. So we'd be outside, actually getting fresh air.
Oh my god.
But either way, thank you to all the, you know, the original guys that are hanging out. I just want to quickly give a shout out to Cyber, Scrotum, Timidos, huge one, and Scrotum, because you guys are always there supporting us, sending us questions, always hanging out, always pushing my buttons, Timidos, but always much love to you, because, you know, you're absolutely outstanding. So, a huge shout out to you guys for always stopping in and hanging out with us. We really appreciate it. You guys make us feel loved, especially keeping the chat going. Sometimes I feel like when the chat's not moving, I'm like, wow, they have nothing to say.
She's like, where's the love, you guys?
I
Where's
know.
the love?
But you guys always keep it alive, so I really appreciate it.
Yes, I love those guys on their chat, definitely. They always support the channel and everything.
Exactly. So other than that, guys, thank you everyone for tuning in. You can find me here on Mixer Monday to Friday gaming. I actually do the console corner on Monday nights now. Tuesday and Thursday nights we are also doing streaming at night. I may change that to Wednesday though, because realizing that I have Monday.
Yeah, I was about to ask you right now. I'm like, is that official?
No, because I just thought about that. The fact that I just thought about that. The fact that I have Console Corner on Monday nights, so I should do it like Wednesday and Thursday nights, so I don't have like back-to-back streaming nights. Yeah, last week we had two. We did two. I think it was Tuesday and Thursday actually. I streamed both nights. We were playing with Brutal Night and stuff like that. We were streaming late at night, so.
I knew you did one for Sea of Thieves, but I didn't know you did another one.
Yeah, I did two of them for Sea of Thieves. So.
I didn't know.
Yeah, one with just GKB, and then the other one was with Brutal and GKB. So.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, so check it out. Come join. Give a follow. Hit that pretty blue button if you want to support the channel. There is the $5.99 support channel or sub button up there as well. You get some pretty cool perks. Might as well throw that out because I want to get that next emo. I do. But either way, what about you, Fox?
Making videos as per usual. So always putting content. Always putting content in my channel. So I appreciate all the support and comments and everything like that you guys show. I love the comments, especially. I love interacting with everyone. At one point, I had so many comments. It took me a while to get back to everyone, but it was awesome. So I appreciate that, and obviously follow me on Twitter where I share Foxy deals, and you guys can Send me some deals as well if you want a shout out and all that good stuff. And yeah, I just love doing gaming then. So hopefully you guys could come back next week and join us.
For sure. As always, guys, have an awesome weekend. Thank you for hanging out with us, and we're out.
Bye.